So when you depress the e-brake or parking brake, it's pretty loose there. Usually it's a little tougher to do that. See how I can just touch it with my great toe and still easily move it. Alright, got another one again. So I want to get my inspection and I got a failure, a rejection. So in Massachusetts, very strict, makes me want to move to Florida to get the way it is, not required to have any inspection. Anyhow, this thing cost me $35 for a yearly inspection, and so everything passed, the license plate, safety belt, all that, service, rear view mirror, blah blah blah, all those things passed except for the parking brake and the headlight, and it's just a high beam, $35. So I don't know why the guy failed me just for a headlight. I told him I'll fix it, but today we're going to look at the parking brake. And so I have a 2007 Toyota Tundra 4.7 liter, and we're going to look at the brake, why it is not sticking. So the brake is inside there. That's your e-brake. This is so this 2007 to 2009, they're all disc brakes for the rear. But the actual e-brake is inside here. So when I switch out the e-brakes, figure out what's going on. And if you watch my other video, I did show you how to replace and adjust the parking brake for the same truck. Looks like the cable is worn out, was not be able to be adjusted again. So here's the symptoms. So when you depress the e-brake or parking brake, it's pretty loose there. Usually it's a little tougher to do that. See how I can just touch it with my great toe and still easily move it. So a couple things. It could be the actual pedal itself. It's power worn, which I think the cable runs underneath the laminate, or it's underneath the truck. We'll figure it out. We'll order some parts and we'll get this fixed, get this inspection finally passed. So stay tuned, watch this video to the end and figure out how to fix this yourself if you have a failed parking brake. I guess this truck is notorious for that, and that's probably why they checked my e-brake or my parking brake. So a couple things to figure out where all this issue is coming from. This is the e-brake, and there's a couple of bolts that hold this thing in. There's 10 millimeters to hold these right here. One there, and one way up there. There's a cable there that attaches to the parking brake. There's a little screw here. Just unscrew this. That comes off right here. These are just snap on, just pull them out. And then you can get one of these handy dandy fastener removers from either I think AutoZone or any local automotive, or even Amazon has them. Just pop these off, just clip on. You pull this whole thing off. You can figure out where the wire, the cable is going to. Just clips holding this. Just pull it. Be aggressive with it. Get rid of that. Comes out. Now you can figure out where this cable for your parking brake goes. Peel back the carpet. There it is. So it looks pretty good. Cable going down. It's bolted in there. So underneath the truck, this is the driver's side door. It is the cable we looked at earlier, coming down from the floor of the foot pedal there. So it comes through here. Snakes underneath here. There's the cable again. So far so good. Crosses over the frame there. Crosses over the frame. And I think this is where the problem lies, right here. And looks like that could be our issue right here. See how it's so rusty. Spent a lot of money already. Haven't watched that video yet on how I fixed the P2757 valve body, the solenoid torque converter, stuck open. Spent a hefty dose on that. So I'm trying to get this back up and running again because of the reject inspection. So we'll probably order this cable. So here is the parking brake cable. It inserts itself into the rear drum here. And like I said, the passenger side kind of snakes over. So it comes over into the passenger side, inserts itself into the drum here. All right, here is all the parts you're gonna need to do this parking brake replacement. I'm happy to announce that most of these stuff came from Amazon. So whatever you buy from Amazon by using the clicking on the link description below helps support the channel, helps this channel grow. We'll do more projects like this to help you guys save money. So all this is mostly from Amazon. The rest is from Toyota. Obviously it's got the Toyota label, but I've arranged it where this stuff is arranged from the hood underneath the driver's side all the way to the truck bed. So you kind of think of it that way, except for this, obviously. This goes to the foot pedal near your parking brake. All right, let's get started. So number one, you can run into this. This is a bracket with looks like a weird locking bolt. Let's see why. It's pretty, see the inside there? I think it's meant to only go one way in and it'll never come out. That's my guess. But here's the part numbers for those. This is straight from Toyota OEM, and I also found the package for this one. So this bracket is called a lever assembly parking brake. Looks like it's been crossed out by Toyota. It's actually, it should be 46451 is what you're looking at for get the bracket for that one. This locks it in with this bolt right here. That's the number for that. This is an OEM from Toyota, so you have to get it from Toyota. So the most expensive thing that's probably on this whole list is probably this of all things. These are solid steel. So the rest is from Amazon, like pretty cheap. Like I said, if I had to say, this whole thing will probably cost you $200 to get it all together. I just want to replace every single piece that I could think of because it's pretty rusty down there. The guy that had it last must have had a boat on it, must have launched his boat into the water with the truck, so it's all rusty underneath. So we're going to change all of that. So this bolt goes into this one here. So that's the bolt for that, and that's the stock number for that. The bolts that hold these in are these, and so you're going to find that this bolt comes from here. Comes from this one. Get a lot of these if you can from Toyota. Here's the number you need, 90105A0195. So get a whole pack of these. These come in pack of 4, but try to get like 10 of these, because this bolt's readily used in most of their parts here. Moving on to the equalizer. Equalizer needs also the A0195 bolt, also the whole seals here and here. And then the cable from your foot pedal slides into here. This locks it in like so. The anti-seize goes behind it, and that's how that stays. Again, that's the stock number for that. Next, moving on, we're gonna have, since we're here on the foot pedal cable, so this is from Amazon. There's the part number from Rebestos. Pretty decently priced. It's not expensive at all. Yeah, it comes with everything. Everything you need. Here's the part that goes into the equalizer. I mean the foot pedal, and this is the part that goes to the equalizer. Yeah, so very nice. Anyway, let's go back to our thing. So next is this. So the two cables from those two will slide into here. This locks on top of it. Here's the part number for this one. There you go. The retainer cable is called. This goes right on top, and it's bolted down. So this one here, here's the code number for that one. So this bolt is on top of here, and like kind of locks all the cables in there. And of course, you're gonna have to bolt these down. And like I said, these is handy, and it's the same way for these. These two bolts hold the actual cable to the hub of the back rotor, so it goes right in there. So I ordered 2. So pro tip here, I guess they changed the number. If you get the current diagram, it'll say 90105A0101, which is no longer being utilized. We're using this one, 91551-80612. And if you go to your local Toyota dealership, they'll give you that number and they'll tell you it's actually replacing this one. Here is the passenger side cable, product Dorman. Here's the product number. This is from yours truly, the Amazon. There's the lock, the number you need. So the passenger side goes to the back. This stays on the driver's side. I'll put the link in the description below. This came just like this without no box. And then of course you need brake pads to replace, because might as well, if you're going to change out the parking brake, put new brake shoes on there. That's the part number from that, by Power Stop, also from Amazon. I think I got it for like stupid cheap. It was like, I don't know, 15 bucks, 20 bucks for 4 shoes. Can't beat it. All right, let's put it all together. So use this pick, I'll link in the description below. Got this from Amazon. Again, your boy sponsored now by Amazon. If you click on these links and use my links, support the channel. We're gonna bring more bigger projects to this channel. No cost to you, just use my link, and that way we can support this channel, make this channel grow bigger projects. There's a clip. So there's a clip that holds the brake sensor, parking brake sensor. And then there was a clip that went into here, the wiring for the parking brake sensor. It's giving me the hiccup. So I kind of pinched it together, pushed it forward. Now it's hanging up there somewhere. That's where it's holding me up. But here's the brake pedal. We're going to take this apart, loosen the anti-seize bolt, take this off. We'll probably use the old one, because the replacement we saw in the beginning of the video, the anti-seize only comes with the one for underneath the truck, which is here somewhere. This is the driver's side right here. Okay, so we'll take this off, and we're taking only the cable. We keep the foot pedal, nothing wrong with it. All the teeth looks fine, pretty clean there. So everything looks good. The sensors work, because I know the parking light comes on every time I step on the pedal. So we're gonna take off the one, the adjuster. This is a tandem clip. It's like a slide lock here. We're gonna slide that off. It's pretty much free to move after that. So. Remove the clip there. You'll see in a second. So make sure you understand. The bent way is facing backwards. So they're kind of bent. Here's your magnificent foot pedal. Loose. Goosey. All right, we got a little bit of problem. This thing underneath is so rusty. So I peeled back the carpet. I found a plug hole for these, and then I kind of guesstimated where this would be, and I started punching a hole through it. This is very thin aluminum, so I just used a flathead and hammer. Peeled it back. This is so rusty, so I was able enough to get a hacksaw in there. So I'm just gonna cut this off. We'll put the new one in. We're not gonna zip tie it, it'll be too hot. We're going to use a hose clamp. We're going to clamp it to the new one to the old one. And we're going to close this back up and seal it with some flex glue. Not sponsored, but we're going to seal this up nice, and that should be it. Not saying this is the appropriate way, but I couldn't get the 10mm underneath the truck. It's so rusty, as you can see. I just put a hacksaw through it. Don't do what I do. So for the hole in the floor, I did use the bracket. I'm going to use the a wire to kind of pull that cable up. Let me pull the bracket up into that hole there. What I'm going to do after that is use a hose clamp and clamp it to this old bracket holder. Close everything up, seal it with high temperature silicone. There it is. So I got the hose clamp pulling that up, and that's the original clamp. I'm gonna cover everything back up and seal it with silicone. So sealed with high temperature silicone. Looks like poop. Anyway, that's what it looks like. When we're finished, we'll cover it back up when it's dry. A little update. So the one down here where the two cables from the passenger side and the driver's side meet, they call it the balancer, or whatever you want to call it. That's rusty. It can't come out. I'm just going to reuse it. It's just way too much work. All right, to put it back, I'm just going to do reverse. That's the old one. Just plugged it up for the night. Just said I want no rodents going in my truck. So there's the new one. I'm going to put it in, snake it through, and we're going to use that to help snake it through right there. And then come underneath the truck, and we'll put some clamps, some hose clamps like I talked about, when we'll seal up some high temperature silicone or something. I'll film most of it, but I won't film all of it, because you kind of do the reverse of how I took it out. Take this through. So for this part, it's going to be locked down. This three bolts there. It's locked down like this. So underneath the truck, it'll look like this. And this will go to the 3 bolts here. Will go to the frame of the truck down here. Next is going to be this. This is the equalizer. String goes in the back and kind of hooks onto the balancers on both. This is the adjuster, and this is the anti-seize, so that way it doesn't slide back and forth. The passenger side comes in here, the driver's side comes in here. It's going to be held on by these 2 bolts here. All right, I'll put back together. That's the equalizer. That's what I'm talking about. That's the balancer from the passenger side. The one the closest to you, and the one the furthest away is be the driver's side. There it is. All that's all hooked up. Now what we're gonna do is adjust the brake pedals here and at the foot pedal. All right, so to adjust the brakes, what we're gonna do is have both wheels off the ground. So I have a jack stand and a lift. So I'm supported with jack stands. And just to make sure, extra measure, I got 6x6 cinder blocks, whatever you call it, wood over there. Gotta make sure. I basically got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fail-safe jack stands. As you can see, that is actually off the ground. There, so it's actually off the ground. It's not actually touching it at all. So you have both wheels off the ground, and take off your wheel. And these are usually 22mm lug nuts. Right here, I use a impact driver, 22mm. Take those out. So the pro tip for this, the parking brake, if it's insert itself here, it's diagonally across. So if that's coming here, that means the star wheel is here. So Toyota is kind of funny. It's not a self-expanding star wheel where it expands as it goes. You're gonna have to flick up. So you can take a flathead. There's a star wheel in here. I'll show you in a second. What you're gonna do is gonna flick up to expand the shoe. So So up to open up. And then to close, push down to close. So you don't go that direction. So you just take off the cover. Usually comes with a rubber cover just to cover up any kind of water debris so that nothing goes in there. Take that off. Just use a needle nose plier. Should be able to take that out, no problem. And here's the star wheel. It's inside. Let's see if I can see it for you. Obviously, I'll flash it across the screen what the star wheel looks like. So what we're gonna do is close this down all the way. Basically, contract the shoe, spin this thing, and then should be able to spin. Reline this back up again. You're gonna flick this until this cannot move anymore. As you can see, it's pretty tight. And then what you're gonna do is flick off 7 flickers. So basically, you want to contract the shoe. So this way, down. So down to close, up to open. So you're gonna close it down 7 times, and this should be able to move freely. Put the wheel back on. Now the key important thing is once you set this, the other side's pretty much easy. All you guys take out the wheel, do the same thing. It's pretty much all set. Once this is all set, so you want to start on the driver's side first. Have that just be the set point, and then work on the passenger side, and you should be all done. All right, everything's put back together. Let's put this thing in drive or neutral, and we're actually on a slight hill here. See in a second. All right, we're on a slight hill. I'm gonna put this in neutral. Actually, I'm gonna apply the foot brake. Okay. Pretty good there. All right, foot pedals on. I have the foot on my brake, and I'm gonna let go now. So pretty good. We're on a slight hill. Not moving at all. Last test, we're going to put it in drive on a slight downhill. So we'll drive. Not moving. Perfect. All right. I mean, if I did give it some gas, it will move, like most parking brakes. We're in drive, and the transmission not able to move the truck. Let's see if we can gas a little bit. So not moving. Perfect. So we're back. We got the inspection sticker. No more R there, so we're good to go. All right, if you like this kind of content where I'll talk about personal finance and cost saving, definitely this is a cost saver. I don't know how much it would cost to have somebody repair the parking brake. I'll flash it across the screen again. But we did it. We changed the cables out. Unfortunately, we weren't able to change the cables in the back, but we changed the front cable. We got a foot pedal. They call it a foot pedal cable. And we put the equalizer, new equalizer on there, and it works great. So if you haven't already, subscribe to this channel. We always giving value to you and helping you get cost savings. I'll see you in the next video.